So, you're new to YouTube and you're wanting to be able to connect with your audience better. Well, got a few tips for you in this video, and some of them might surprise you, so stick around for all three. Hey everyone, my name is Blaine Bishop. I'm a filmmaker and photographer here on YouTube, and I am just trying every single day with my content to make you guys be able to connect with your audience, make your videos better, and just overall improve the quality of your channel and the time that you use to make your videos. So, in this video, we're talking about different ways to help connect with your audience. Now, we're going to talk about this from a little bit of a different perspective. A lot of people would say a good way to connect with your audience is to maintain consistency and find your niche and all those sorts of things, which those are very, very important. But I am going to show you some tips that are a little bit more obscure and stuff that, while you may not think it's a big deal, a lot of people will pay attention to it. So, my first tip for you guys is to be passionate about what you're doing. YouTube is not a platform for people who are just kind of like, oh, well, I see other people doing this, so I kind of want to do it, and I want to just do it for whatever. YouTube is really a platform that strives on the passions that people have. For me, that being filmmaking, photography, video games for my other channel, and that sort of stuff is what draws people in to stay for your content. So if you're not passionate about what you're talking about, people are going to notice that, and they're going to be like, why should I invest my time into their content, into watching this, if they're not really into it themselves? My first thing would be is definitely be passionate about whatever you may be on this platform about. Whether it be just being a YouTuber in general, you're passionate about that, and you're just bringing in some of your interests and hobbies with it, go for it. Maybe you want to start a vlogging channel and that's what you are wanting to do. Maybe, like me, you're a gamer and you enjoy playing video games, hearing stories, or the challenge of video games and that sort of stuff. You want to be able to show that passion in your content that you're creating, or the content isn't really worth it. Now, in the event that you're like, I'm not sure what I'm passionate about, but I do feel like YouTube is something I could be interested in, or you're trying out making videos for the first time, here would be my tips for you. My first tip for you guys on being passionate with it is find something that you're interested in to make your videos about. That is going to take you much farther, you're going to experience less burnout, and it's not going to feel as much of a job as it is, it's going to feel fun. My second tip is don't try and fake your way through content that you are not truly passionate about. If you're into video games, but you think the only video games that people want to watch is the ones that are super popular right now, and you're not really into those, don't make content just to make it and make stuff because it's popular. People will see right through that, and it's not gonna get you very far. You want to make the content that you are passionate about. I promise you, there are people still out there that are searching for that kind of stuff, and those are the kind of people that you're gonna want in your community, the people that are like-minded. So, second tip is just keep it real with your audience. Don't try and force yourself into something just because it's popular. So, my second tip is where we start getting into the more obscure things, and this is where my filmmaking kind of style is going to come into this. So, a very important thing to connect with your audience is to invite them into your environment. Now, a lot of you in filmmaking stuff will understand what I mean by this, but for those outside, what you want to do to invite people into your environment, especially if you're like a vlogger channel, you want to be able to bring them along with you into the video. So there are simple things you can do to allow that. One, use a wide angle lens. People will enjoy watching content that is more like wide angle. They can see kind of the environment you're in, feel like they're sitting in the room with you, rather than if I was to zoom in and you're just like real up on my face, and yeah, nobody just wants to see a floating head talking. And my third tip, and probably something that people think about the least, is allow your personality to show through your environment. Now, with vloggers who are out doing different stuff, it might not show as much, especially if you're just going through the kind of normal things of everyday life. People might not notice it as much. But for the example of sitting in your bedroom, don't be afraid to have your favorite band's poster up on the wall, or your guitars, or whatever. Keep that stuff in your background, because people are going to see what kind of person you are through that sort of stuff. For example, in my case, you see the guitars, you assume I play music. You see the poster, you may assume that that's my favorite band. You see PS5 back here, for those who know what that is. You'll assume I'm a gamer, which I am. Link for the second channel down in the description. So there are little things that you can gather about me that I don't have to tell you specifically just because it's sitting in the background. And it's a really important thing to be able to connect with your audience in such a way by just having simple things sitting in your background. Makes it a lot easier for people to get an idea of who you are and what you like. So, there are 3 tips that I have for being able to connect with your audience better. Now, obviously, there are other videos out there that are going to tell you about more content-oriented things, but I wanted to put out a video that has a little bit more of the things that are small details, but people tend to notice. So, just a little bit of something different, and I hope it helps you guys out. I help you guys out with your channels. If you're starting a new one, great. I'd love to hear about it. Drop a comment. Tell me what your channel's about. Tell me what you're passionate about, what you're wanting to base your channel on. It doesn't have to be a specific niche, and just let's have a conversation about it. If you guys did enjoy the video, I really encourage you to press the subscribe button. I'm going to have more videos like this coming up in the future. And like the video, it really helps this video get out to other people and allows more people to make content better. I hope you guys enjoyed. I thank you so much for your viewership, and I'll see you guys later. Happy creating.